Why do people insist on yelling at the drive-thru? You know, it's modern technology. I'd be there with my little headset. Hi, welcome to Burger King. May I take your order? Sir.
Entire ecosystems are collapsing.
Excuse me, Chewbacca?
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. Two more videos today. This one, a bit of a fun, a bit of a goof, a bit of a gaff. Then a huge celebration video at 6 o'clock tonight. I know many of you will be out doing your thing, but we did a good thing, and I want to tell you all about it. But for right now, new hat hit the P.O. box, everybody. Gotta love it. Now, Burger King has had its fair share of, how do you say, woke advertising? Many of you have noticed the art behind me. Those are disc plates. High quality prints on metal. It doesn't require any additional tools to be mounted on the wall. All you need to do is attach a magnet and put your disc plate on it. Recently, Displate partnered up with Star Wars and created officially licensed print on metal. Click the link in the description below to save some huge money on your Displate purchase, and your purchases go directly to support the channel. If you remember back in late August 2018, they put out a commercial that was widely disliked called the Burger King Chick Tax, where they were trying to perpetuate the false narrative of pay gap or the pink tax. Essentially, what a pink tax is companies make something in a pretty box or make it pink or whatever, charge more for it. Essentially, let's take a look at razors, right? Men's razors versus ladies' razors. The idea is that they're exactly the same in every way, but they're more expensive for women. In the event where that's true, by the way, nobody's forcing women to buy the more expensive razor that's pink. They could buy the male razor. They could buy the utilitarian, whatever. Nobody's forcing them. But there's always this narrative, right? Look, people are going to charge what they can get. And if you are dumb enough to, well, first of all, I don't want to even go down that line. I want to say, if you care that much about maximizing value for your money, then nobody's forcing you to buy the pink one. You buy whatever one you want. Some people like to have those things. My wife, for example, she likes her, girly stuff and whatever. She doesn't care that it's 20 cents more than the man's one because she's not a crazy person. Now, again, Burger King decided, hey, we're going to run this ad. Then later in early 2019, they decided to run a, how do you say, using depression to sell Burger King?
Not everybody wakes up happy. Sometimes you feel sad, scared, crappy.
In their Feel Your Way commercial, which still remains up on the Burger King official YouTube page, by the way, currently at 4,900 upvotes, 20,000 downvotes. Top comment on that video currently reads, "Does one of these boxes come with a Gillette razor to cut myself?" Love it. Burger King is no stranger to stirring things up a little bit. In fact, just a few weeks ago, the Million Moms group, a conservative group, slammed Burger King for including a mild curse word in their commercial. Now, I'll show you the commercial. The great offense here. I don't care if there are curse words in a commercial. I suppose if this is the biggest thing you're worried about, you've got a pretty good life. Kids hear curse words on the playground. They hear it in music. They see it in freaking cartoons on the Cartoon Network practically. I I've never been one of those shelter kids things, you know, but I also grew up where my parents would make me stick a bar of soap in my mouth if they ever caught me cursing, which is why it's so easy for me to use different words these days in the YouTube. It's kind of like YouTube metaphorically sticking a bar of soap in your mouth if you use the wrong language as well. Now they came out, an activist group, 1 million moms taking aim at Burger King for using what it calls the D word in a commercial promoting a non-meat Impossible Whopper. In the ad, group of taste test people, one person says, "Dang, that's good." Life must be pretty boring for these women. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about the hilarity that is now, from what I can tell, looks to be real. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. But several people have sent me screenshots of the Rebel Whopper, which is the UK's version of the Impossible Whopper. A Whopper that I don't understand why people are buying. But the sign reads, "Tastes of being woke." And also, secondarily, side note, you're calling it a Rebel Whopper. Yeah, nothing says being a rebel more than consuming exactly what mainstream media wants you to. Nothing says being a rebel like seeing a sign at a bus stop and doing exactly what that sign tells you to do. Why don't you also eat bugs and have some bat soup while you're at it? I mean, the idea that being a rebel means doing what corporations want you to do is pretty hilarious to me. There are more signs. Another user sent this one again, "Tastes of being woke." Now let's talk about the actual Impossible Whopper, okay? Look, my wife is a lifelong vegetarian. She, I think, stopped eating meat when she was 7. She is not a activist vegetarian like some people are, but I know what it's like living with a vegetarian. She doesn't judge me for eating meat. In fact, she'll even cook it for me. She once saw, I think, blood in a burger that her grandma was cooking, and that was it. She never ate meat again. Good commitment, I suppose. But being a vegetarian is totally fine. And if you like the Impossible Whopper because you have made a conscious decision to not eat meat, or you don't want to eat meat, good on you. I think there are way better. I mean, being married to a vegetarian, there are far, far better meatless options. But that's neither here nor there. The idea, though, that the Impossible Whopper is any more healthy is ridiculous. All right, let's take a look at this. Burger King's Impossible Whopper versus the Whopper. First of all, the Impossible Whopper is $1 more. Costs 20%, 30% more expensive. You idiots. Calories, 630. Actual Whopper, 660. We'll call that a wash. Fat, 34 grams to 40 grams. I mean, they're both pretty unhealthy in terms of fat. Saturated fat, 11 grams to 12 grams. Right there. The Impossible Whopper, 1,240 milligrams of salt compared to 980 in the Whopper. Protein, 25 versus 28. So I'm not going to sit up here and say that it's like significantly less healthy for you. It does have similar calories, similar fat, similar everything, but it's not more healthy. It's absolutely not a healthy option. In fact, and they're charging you $1 more for it. What if we look at the McDonald's Big Mac versus the McVegan? Big Mac, $3.99. McVegan, $5.80. Could it be that these companies are marketing it to you under the guise of social awareness and this and that? or that it's healthier. By the way, there is always an implication that vegan food is healthier for you, and it just simply is not. It's still all about choices. Being vegan, I've seen plenty of fat vegetarians in my life. I have friends who are built just like me and haven't been eating meat in years, okay? But isn't it possible that this is all just a ruse to sell you the same or worse quality food for more money? The McVegan, $5.80 versus a Big Mac of $4. That's almost twice the price. It does have significantly less calories, 100 less. Big Mac at 540 calories and the McVegan at 438. But everything else is pretty much right there. Saturated fat, sodium. Sodium in the McVegan, not available. Probably through the roof. Del Taco again. The Beyond Taco, $2.49. Regular Del Taco, $1.49. Are you seeing a trend here? Are you seeing a trend that maybe the Impossible Whopper is just a marketing ploy? That it's really, definitely, unequivocally not healthier for you, all right? And in fact, most of what's in it is a lot more processed than what you'd think. And if we want to talk about soy, all right, there was a hilarious kind of rumor going around about soy in the Impossible Whopper being ridiculous, or estrogen, I'm sorry. That's not exactly true, but what is true is soy consumption, increased soy consumption does reduce testosterone. This is a fact. Now, the Insider ran an article that said carnivores are claiming the Impossible Burger has enough estrogen in it to make men grow bobs. Here's the truth. And of course, there's one weird study going around that was debunked that it had some insane amount of estrogen in it, which just simply isn't true. However, soy and soy-based products are the number one thing that damages testosterone in terms of food you'll eat. This via Healthline. Testosterone is a hormone that plays a powerful role in health. Maintaining healthy levels of testosterone is important for gaining muscle mass, improving bedtime function, boosting strength. Not to mention, alterations in testosterone levels have been associated with a number of health conditions, including obesity, type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome, and heart problems. While many factors are involved in the regulation of testosterone, a healthy diet is key to keeping things in check and preventing them from dropping too low. Here are 8 foods that lower testosterone levels you may want to watch out for. Number 1, the number one thing listed, soy and soy-based products. Some research shows that regularly eating soy products like edamame, tofu, soy milk, and miso may cause a drop in testosterone levels. For example, one study in 35 men found that drinking soy protein isolate for 54 days resulted in a decreased testosterone levels. Soy foods are also high in phytoestrogens, which are plant-based substances that mimic the effects of estrogen in your body by altering hormone levels and potentially reducing testosterone. Though human-based research is limited, one rat study showed that consuming phytoestrogens significantly decreased testosterone levels and prostate weight. However, other research has found conflicting results. In fact, one large review of 15 studies found that soy-based had limited effects on testosterone in men. Now, we need more research, obviously. But things like vegetable oil, flaxseed, processed foods in general, they're just not good for you as, well, a man. Reducing your testosterone is not a good way to live a healthy life. It's not something that I would actively do. Now, if you just prefer almond milk, or if you just prefer, or if you are a vegetarian, more power to you, okay? This is great. You have a new option, whatever the case may be. But if you're just eating this because you think, oh, it must be more healthy, well, I've shown you that it isn't. Or if you're just eating this because you think, oh, well, this is a great option. This is where everything's going. Then I recommend you eat bugs and have bat soup too, because that's what the media continues to push, and there's always something behind it. This is about them making more money per unit, and you can just look at exactly what's happening with the Burger King's financials. Impossible Whoppers are a huge hit at Burger King, fueling its best quarter in 4 years. Why do you think that is? I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.